Once known for its prosperity, order, and high quality of life, the Netherlands is now drifting toward a slow-motion crisis. Inflation, stagnation, insecurity, and above all, uncertainty, are beginning to unmake the very social fabric that held this small nation together. Welcome to the new reality of the Netherlands in 2025 to 2027. 1. From growth to gridlock, the economic chill. In the early 2020s, the Dutch economy showed resilience. But that resilience is wearing thin. GDP growth is forecast to sink below 1.0% by 2027. Business confidence is retreating. Investment is slowing. The once prized Dutch model of innovation, exports, and efficiency is now weighed down by labor shortages, supply chain fragmentation, and rising energy costs. 2. Inflation's grip and the vanishing paycheck. Inflation is not just a temporary blip. In 2025, it remains stubbornly around 3.0%, only slowly declining. Wages are rising at 3.7%, down from 6% in 2024, barely keeping up. For many Dutch families, real income is shrinking. Groceries that cost €70 now cost €85. Electricity bills surge, rents escalate, and there's no relief in sight. 3. Retirees, the forgotten generation. Today's Dutch retirees, many of whom built the prosperity the country once enjoyed, are now living on shrinking pensions. Indexation lags behind actual inflation. Over 30% of retirees earn less than 70% of their pre-retirement income. Many elderly must now choose between heating and eating. A quiet wave of elderly poverty spreads behind the facades of neat Dutch suburbs. 4. The middle class, an eroding dream. For decades, the Dutch middle class stood as a model of balance and social cohesion. That's changing. Their income is stagnating. Taxes are increasing. Living costs are soaring. Middle-income households face rising insurance premiums, daycare costs, and food bills. 5. Tax squeeze and fiscal fragility. With deficits rising to 2.7% and debt nearing 50% of GDP, the Dutch government is running out of fiscal room. To fund overstretched welfare and rising healthcare costs, the state turns to, guess who? The middle class. New tax brackets appear to help, but effective tax burdens rise for working families. Capital and corporate tax reforms are delayed, fueling inequality. 6. Social decay, crime, theft, and insecurity. In the past, the Netherlands prided itself on safety and civility. Not anymore. Shoplifting jumped 15% in 2023. Urban crime is at 80 to 89 reported cases per 1,000 residents in cities like Amsterdam, Rotterdam, and Eindhoven. Collective store bans are rising. Even as violent crime technically declines, the feeling of insecurity has never been higher. 7. Migration, culture clashes, and political gridlock. The migration debate has fractured the political system. Anti-immigration tensions led to the collapse of the ruling coalition. Snap elections deepen the chaos. Policy paralysis now defines the landscape. Cultural clashes simmer beneath the surface, eroding trust in institutions. 8. A fractured society. The Netherlands of tomorrow is no longer united. Elderly citizens feel abandoned. Working families feel betrayed. Young people feel hopeless. Social cohesion is breaking. The tolerance and pragmatism the Dutch were known for are giving way to tension, resentment, and survivalism. 9. The grim forecast for 2027. By 2027, the Netherlands is projected to face a convergence of economic stagnation, social insecurity, and political fragility. Economic growth. The Dutch economy is expected to grow less than 1.0%, signaling a period of near stagnation. Productivity is lagging, and business investment is subdued. The famed innovation economy appears to be running out of steam. Inflation. Despite central bank efforts, inflation is expected to remain stubbornly between 2.5% and 3.0%, eroding real incomes and deepening consumer pessimism. Everyday necessities, from groceries to utilities, continue to outpace wage growth. Public debt. Government debt is on track to reach 48% to 50% of GDP, limiting the state's ability to respond to future crises. The era of generous social safety nets and expansive public investment may be coming to an end. Retail crime and shoplifting. Shoplifting has surged by 15% year-over-year, with some urban districts reporting up to 89 crimes per 1,000 residents. Retailers are closing or adopting strict access policies. Public trust in urban safety is rapidly deteriorating. Retirees. The elderly population faces shrinking pensions and rising living costs. Many retirees now survive on less than 70% of their pre-retirement income, with pension indexation falling behind inflation. Quiet poverty is growing behind closed doors. Middle class. Once the backbone of Dutch society, the middle class is eroding. Stagnant wages, rising taxes, and escalating costs are crushing their financial stability. What was once a model of comfort is now a portrait of economic anxiety. A tipping point. If this trajectory continues, the Netherlands of 2027 may not resemble the nation we knew in 2017. A country of canals and bicycles. A land of freedom, welfare, and peace. Now walking a tightrope over a chasm of social and economic instability. Without bold reform, without leadership, the Netherlands risks not just a crisis, but a collapse of confidence, cohesion, and common purpose. The silent collapse has begun. If you like this content, like and subscribe for more insights into the future of Europe. See you next time.